Hello everybody and welcome along to the King Abdullah Stadium in Buraydah as the AFC Champions League group stage rolls on. It's match day 4 here in Group D with Uzbek champions Pakhtakor meeting Al Duhail of Qatar for the second time in 4 days. The first encounter was a 5-goal thriller with the Qatari side twice coming from behind to snatch the points in the 84th minute, with Edmilson Jr., their hat-trick hero. However, with 3 rounds left to play, just 3 points separate first and fourth in this group. And Pakhtakor may well be propping up the table, but a win for the Uzbek champions today will give them every chance of being involved in the knockout stages. Warm day, as you would expect, here in Saudi Arabia, temperatures touching 30 degrees. Both sides are still finding their feet under new coaches. Slavik Vodnevsky replaced Peter Haustra back in January for Pakhtakor, while former Argentina forward Hernan Crespo has been in the job for less than a month in Qatar. Prior to kickoff, there was a big blow for Pakhtakor as their captain, Dragan Cheran, is unable to shake off the injury he picked up before half-time 4 days ago. The Serbian scored 16 goals on the way to the league title last year. He's now scored in 4 successive AFC Champions League seasons, but Pakhtakor will have to cope without their talisman today. He's left out of the squad altogether. Much then will be expected of English-born Montenegrin forward Oliver Sarkic, who will lead the line. As for Al Duhail, well, they may have begun the group with a defeat to Al Tawan, but they bounced back with 2 successive victories, and with only the top side progressing to the knockout rounds automatically, they'll be desperate to build on that momentum. Of course, Edmilson Jr. will be on a high after his hat-trick last time, but their main threat is likely to come from Michael Alunga, who scored 25 league goals last season. An incredible tally across a campaign which only consists of 22 league games. Pakhtakor, they named 3 changes from Thursday's game. Ikram Alibayev gets the nod to replace Cheran. Former Bulgarian international Kamen Hadzhiev replaces Alexei Larin in the back 4. And Azizbek Turgunbeyov is preferred to Kozmiak Erkinov out wide. Hernan Crespo, well, he named 2 changes in 4 days ago. The experienced Mohamed Musa is preferred to Mohamed Alaeldin in defence. And Korean Republic international Nam Tae starts in the number 10 role instead of Al-Arak. And for those of you who haven't been following the competition so far, it's a centralised group stage, so no home advantage in this game, although host Al Tawan are in action on this ground later on in the other Group D game. And they take on Sepahan, the Iranian side. And just then waiting for the 2 sides to make their way out, and then Crespo, of course, a familiar face. What a career Crespo had, just beginning to get his managerial career underway. So the 2 sets of players gathered in the tunnel, and they will make their way out. As I say, it was an absolute cracker, the game 4 days ago. Pakhtakor got themselves in front a couple of times, only to be dragged back by Edmilson Jr. and then got that late winner as well. So it was a game which could well have gone the other way. Pakhtakor missed a golden opportunity. One-on-one in with the goalkeeper to make it 2-0. That opportunity was squandered. Very, very costly in the end for the Uzbek side, but as I say, the group is absolutely wide open with 3 games remaining, and so there is certainly time for Vodnevsky's side to push their way towards the top of the table. And players, slight delay, making their way out onto the pitch. A small pocket of fans that are in the ground, seen plenty of noisy fans of Al Duhail, expecting another good performance from their side. Eventually finished as runners-up in Qatar, but they did pick up a piece of silverware last season. Premier Cup. So here we go then. As the referee and his team lead the two sets of players out. Pakhtakor in the yellow and blue. Duhail all in red. And we shall have a look at those two sides for you. Certainly expect to see both sides playing the same system, playing a 4-2-3-1 system. As I mentioned, 3 changes for Pakhtakor, 2 for Duhail. So settle back for what we hope will be an absolute cracker here in Group D. Yes. Making their way out, we will have the Champions League anthem. As the tension builds inside the stadium. So Michael Olunga, certainly the goal threat for Duhail. Had a phenomenal season last year. 25 league goals across 22 games. And it doesn't matter where you play, at what level you play, that's certainly a record that has to be respected. So let's have a look at the sides then. Starting off with Pakhtakor. They line up with Eldobek Siyanov in between the posts. Kojibak Alijinov at the right back. Kaman Hadziev and Sherzud Azimov, the 2 central defenders. And Furaz Safiev will line up at left back for Pakhtakor. 2 men midfield. Hamrabekov and Sabir Kodjayev, the 2 sitting midfield players. Ajibek Turgunbayov, Ikram Alibayev and Sadat Rashmidov, the wide men. And Oliver Sarkic to lead the line for Pakhtakor. So the man in charge, Mohamed Iazwan. And then we'll have a look at Duhail. They line up. Salah Zakaria is the man in between the posts. Mohamed Musa, Bassam Hisham, Toby Alderweireld, who was the big money signing for Duhail. The heart of defence, and Sultan Al-Brek at left back. Karam Bodiav and Asim Madibo, the 2 sitting midfield players. Qatar international Amawaz Ali, Naam Tehe and Edmilson Jr. We'll start on the left side of the 3 behind Michael Olunga. The age-born Brazilian, Edmilson Jr. He had such a wonderful game, that hat-trick. Seeing things off in the 84th minute. And what was an absolute cracker. Let's hope for something similar here today then. As I mentioned, there is no room on the bench for Dragan Shiran. And that is a big, big blow for Pakhtakor. He really is a talismanic figure now, 34 years of age, but such an important player since he made the move. So we're ready then to get this one underway. Pakhtakor, their best ever seasons in this competition came in the first 2 years of this competition, and they got themselves to back-to-back semi-finals. And you feel they absolutely must pick up the 3 points here today if they are to continue in this season's competition. We are underway then. Duhail, all in white, get us underway. Attacking the goal to our left in this first half. There's Toby Alderweireld, forced back early on to Zakaria. Now Hisham. I mentioned Alderweireld, a big money signing. Around 12 million euros or so. He was their only signing that actually cost anything over the course of the pre-season for Al Duhail. And wait until later on in the year for their campaign to get underway, their league campaign to get underway. So free kick given to Hernan Crespo's men. Hisham looking for a longer ball for the first time, and the offside flag has gone up. Just having a look at that again. It's a tight decision. Well, there's no VAR in action today, no VAR in operation until the knockout stage. So we have the old-fashioned view where we must trust the judgment of the officials. Lichinov set up it forward. It's a slightly heavy touch from Tuggenbaev, but he's done well to maintain possession. Switch the ball out to Sofiev on the left-hand side, looking for a give and go, but it's closed down by Musa, and now Toby Alderweireld. Here's Hisham. Alderweireld once more. Albrecht. Just to help it on forward. Nilsson Jr. involved for the first time, but he succeeded in giving it away. There's some work to do here. Rather helped out by Madibo. It's a better ball. And Musa is on his way forward on the right-hand side. Instead, it's helped on towards Alunga. Alunga on the turn. It's been crowded out, though. Some good defending. And Rashidov could look to bring it away. Looking to use Sarkic, but stepping in was Hisham ahead of him. All a bit congested over on that far side. Alibayev. Asimov. And to find some space on this right-hand side, but the pass is overhit. No chance for Elijinov. Alderweireld. Again with Zakaria and Bassam Hisham. Looking for some kind of option ahead of him. He was closed down by Sarkic. Alderweireld. Albrecht. It's very tight in there. Early stage for Al Duhail. Alderweireld. Nilsson Jr. Now some room for Hisham to drive into. And in the end, that's a disappointing ball forward. So 4 minutes in, and neither goalkeeper has been tested in the early stage of this game. Sianov. Hisham climbing well. And they've won it back of Al Duhail, and it's been threaded through. The offside flag has gone up. It's good work from the forward. Malunga. Around the goalkeeper, sliding the ball into the back of the net, but just judged to be offside by the referee's assistant. Let's have a look at this, and it's come off the Al Duhail man. He's a good few yards offside, isn't he, Alunga? So a good decision from the referee's assistant. Tuggenbaev. And Rybakov. Under some pressure. Again, the force back towards Sianov. Sianov forward. It's been flicked on. It's a good flick on as well. And maybe there's a chance here. Lichinov, he's done well. And he's still going as the fullback. Ball comes back across goal, still not away. Shooting opportunity maybe, it's a poor ball from Duhail. And Duhail are able to bring it away. Just threatened to open up. Instead, here's Edmilson Jr., good ball. And Lunga looking for it. Hasn't gone to him. Namtahe forced backwards. Well, that's some good defending. Squeeze the space. And prevent the opportunity for a shot to come in. But just for a moment, looked as though the chance was really on for Pakhtakor. Alderweireld. Hisham happy to go long over the top, but Lunga has no chance there. Hachiev. Azimov wearing the captain's armbands in the absence of Shiran. From him again, and Rebekov. Lots of time in possession. Nalichinov. Ball forward, Alibayev pulling out wide and trying to slide that through the middle. It's cut out by Alderweireld, but he's got it back. Alibayev. Sarkic. It's a good ball. Second Boev. Outside him is Safiev. Looks to send the cross up towards the far post. Just beyond Alibayev. It's helped back in. Towards the far side, and surely the offside flag will go up against Safiev. And indeed it does. Another chance to ask a question or two. It's miles offside as the ball comes in. Intelligently leaving it, otherwise he'd have played him on, but here was the chance just before. Good work from the fullback. Nalichinov looks to pull it back. This pass here is just under hit, and it's that allows them to scramble the ball away. A bit of relief for Hernan Crespo. So his side showed good character to come from behind in the first meeting between the two sides, but certainly rather than get on the front foot today. Nalichinov. Safiev. Poor ball. Hisham. Now worked out to Ali on the right-hand side. He's quick, he's pacey. Deflected cross, but deflected into the arms of the goalkeeper. Alibayev. Trying to help it out to Duhail on the left-hand side. Excuse me, it's Sarkic who'd pulled wide. Musa stepping in. 36 years of age now, Mohamed Musa. That's a good ball. Buriev. Again from Buriev, so finding Albrecht. Now Alderweireld. Hisham. Not a great ball from the central defender. Now Alibayev. Long old history, of course, for Pakhtakor, and with the only Uzbek side who played in the Soviet top flight. They got themselves to a Soviet Cup final in 1968, losing to Torpedo Moscow. Would have given them an opportunity to play in UEFA's competitions. Not to be. Another way. Second Boev. Azimov. Now Hachiev. Cap for Bulgarian. This one back in 2019. Here's Safayev. It's overhit the touch on the ball. That's a free kick. And the referee's going to produce the game's first yellow card as well. For Safayev. Overrunning things. He's picked up a yellow card for his trouble, but it looks like he's come off worse. Have a look at this. It was a heavy touch, or there's little to no doubt that he's caught Hisham. Indeed, the central defender stayed down as well. No malice in it, just a little bit clumsy. Let's have a look at this deflected cross again. Little to no work so far in the early stage of this game for the two goalkeepers. It was the second half last week when things really exploded into life. Well, Hisham was sat up just a moment or so ago, but he's gone to ground again. It looks as though both players have got a problem. For Hisham, he requires the stretcher. Well, there's that small pocket of Al Duhail fans. They've been making plenty of noise for a good half an hour or so prior to the game getting underway. Determined to enjoy themselves. Stretches out for Hisham. Is he going to need it? Will he be okay? I'd say there was no malice at all in the challenge. It was just a clumsy touch, and then the coming together that followed. Looks like he'll be okay. Thumbs up symbol from Hernan Crespo. So here's the challenge again. There was the heavy touch, and Hisham, it's a bit clumsy himself going in, but just the coming together. He saw one, but an impact injury that you'll hope that he can run off in the next couple of minutes. Maybe he does want a bit more treatment. So momentarily down to 10, Al Duhail. Looking to threaten here with Moez Ali. Ali. So here, in comes the cross. It's a decent ball as well, and it's flicked away. Well, there won't be a corner. The referee's assistance flag has gone up on the far side. As the cross comes in, he's clearly a couple of yards offside. Michael Olunga. That's good defensive work from Pakhtakor. Hisham back up on his feet. Having a run around. So, well, they've just allowed Duhail just to step into the back four, and here he is across and involved. And for the throw on the far side, which Pakhtakor have taken quickly. Azimov to Alichinov. Wants to give and go. Instead it's with Suganbayev. It's another good ball out to the left-hand side. Rashidov. And again with Rashidov. Steps away from Ali. Looks to use the fullback Safayev. He's been caught out by Musa though. Good defending from him. Again, we'll look to build. Hodshayev. From Sarkic. Hadzhiev. Safiev finding Rashidov. Now Sarkic again. Instead, Hisham steps in, and Hisham wins the free kick, and there's an angry reaction between Sarkic and Hisham. Sarkic was not happy. Hisham is suggesting that Sarkic kicked him. It's just a word from the referee. There's a little push, and a little bit of afters as well. Long from Hisham. It's just going to go all the way through to the goalkeeper. They haven't really got going yet, Duhail. Sianov. Out to Sarkic, and Sarkic looks to help the ball forward. The offside flag has gone up against Rashidov. I mentioned about Sarkic trying to do the role of the captain, Sheran. He's certainly taken that on. Tighter decision, but looked to be just offside. Certainly not playing at what you would call a traditional number 9 role at the moment, Oliver Sarkic. Hisham getting a bit of stick from the fans in the ground. Albrecht. Alderweireld. Good-looking ball from Alderweireld, but not too much on that for Ali. He couldn't quite keep that in play. Well, they're certainly happy to go long when the opportunity presents itself. Duhail. Taken Boev. It's gone the other way towards Alunga. Alunga just muscled out of it. Azimov did well. He found Turgan Boev. Held up by Sarkic, and Sarkic has done well, and now Turgan Boev will look to bring it away. Held off one challenge. Now Sarkic. To try and work that out to the left-hand side, but that's a real breakdown in communication between Safikir, Hodjayev and Safiev. Alderweireld. Helps up down the line. Lichinov gave it away. And Albrecht able to clear. Lichinov again. Azimov. He's certainly been involved in lots of campaigns in this competition. Pakhtakor. For the 16th time. Only Al Hilal can better that competition. Say their best record back in the first 2 AFC Champions League. They made the semi-finals twice. Here's Budayev, and the ball has come across goal. It went quite short for Alunga, turned away from Hadjiev. To be in the right place, the big defender. Alderweireld. Hisham. It's a pretty poor ball from Hisham. So chances at a premium then in the opening 20 minutes of the game. Safiev away. Momentarily given away. Is there room to work with? out towards Rashidov. Rashidov has done well to step away from Musa. And he's got a shot away, that's into the side netting. And things just opened up for Sada Rashidov. Onside, played on by Alderweireld. Steps away from Musa, gets himself a little bit of room. In fairness though, it's some experienced defending. There's not a great angle, is there, to get the shot away, and you wouldn't expect the goalkeeper to be beaten at the near post. In a game of limited opportunities, that's perhaps the best we've had. 20 minutes or so into the game. Another injury, Karim Budayev is the latest man to be caught. Ikram Alibayev. That's painful from Alibayev. Understand the reaction. It's actually Edmilson Jr. who's gone down, the number 10 rather than number 12 in the middle of the pitch. It wasn't a particularly pleasant challenge, it must be said. No card as of yet, but I'd be surprised to see one shown. Obviously a challenge from behind with no opportunity of winning the ball, and let's have a look again. And they can't win the ball. That isn't pleasant from Alibayev. There was the chance just before, Alibayev putting the ball forward. Good work from Rashidov, the cut inside. But Musa able to stand his ground and deny any real space to really test the goalkeeper. Edmilson Jr. back up on his feet, and looks like he'll be okay. The challenge for Duhail is to try and better their best achievement in this competition. They've only ever reached the quarter-final stage. And Crespo very recently in the job. Replaced the former Porto and Shakhtar Donetsk coach Luis Castro. He spent 1 year with the club before he's gone to Botafogo in Brazil. He's just looking to opening up here for Duhail, but the pass overhead, back with the goalkeeper singing up. Alichinov. It's a good ball. Zabakir Hodjiev. Safayev. Falls backwards again. Hadjiev. Sarkic was on his way. Alderweireld stepped in to try and play him offside. Instead, the ball went out wide. Rashidov. Rashidov wants to return, and that's where the ball has gone. There's options in the middle if he can pick out a cross. His cross is blocked and put behind. And what, if I'm not mistaken, is the game's first corner with 24 minutes on the clock. So Alibayev is the man to deliver. With defenders trot forward. Hadjiev and Azamov, obvious targets in there. Sarkic in there as well. Then comes the cross, dealt with well from Toby Alderweireld, and the referee's given a free kick too. Overly sure what the assistant saw in there. Have a look, see if we can work it out. This arms wrapped around from both sets of players. I'm not still looking at that. I can't say for certain what the referee's seen. He's certainly a lot closer than I am. from Zakaria. Hisham. Hisham again. Alderweireld. Looks to use Edmilson Jr. It was a good ball as well. His pass just behind Alunga. He was crowded out. Edmilson Jr. again. It's not a great ball from him. Now perhaps Pakhtakor can launch a break. Alibayev, he's been crowded out in the centre circle. And that's where Ali is on his way, and he's quick. His cross closed down over on the far side. Leave it for Mohamed Musa. So into Alunga. He held it up well, he just couldn't find his target. Albayev looks to use the pace of Rashidov. Not getting there. Zakaria again. Hisham. AFC clubs at different stages of their domestic season. Now Duhail's campaign finished back in March. Pakhtakor, their campaign is underway again. Four games into their new season. Currently unbeaten domestically, 10 points in those first 4 games. There's Musa, in comes his cross. It's a decent ball in. Nobody gambles towards the far post. And it goes harmlessly behind, but that man, Vodnevsky, certainly aware of the danger of the cross. Adds them up. Hadziev. Bakev. Hadziev again. They're inviting the press on a little. Pakhtakor. Adds them up. Inviting the press on and hoping to go over it. That's what they've gone with the long ball forward, nodded away from Musa. Musa feels he should have the throw. It's gone the other way. Safayev, you're in a hurry to get on with things. Sarkic. Safayev again. It's a good turn. And the ball is threaded through, and the goalkeeper is out and exposed. The ball is wide. The offside flag has gone up anyway. Second Boev caught out by the flag of the referee's assistant. You could see he was eager to go. He wanted the ball quickly. He just couldn't quite time his run. That's a good decision. Just a fraction offside. Tight, extremely tight. Just off. We'll thread this one through towards Edmilson Jr. He's disappointed with the quality of the pass. He hasn't quite got into the game yet, the winger. Siano. Alderweireld. Hisham. Buriev. Madibo available, that's where he's gone. Madibo finding Alunga. Madibo again. Alunga again. Now Ali. Ali with the cross. Nodded away from Alichinov. Properly away yet though. Second Boev. Fraction untidy. Edmilson Jr. In comes the cross. It's a lovely ball in as well from Edmilson Jr. It's flicked away for the corner. Outside of the right foot. Certainly had Ali arriving on the far side. It's the deal a few minutes ago for a handball against Safayev. He has been booked, so he was fortunate that was just over the line, otherwise he would have been in big trouble. And before this corner comes in, the referee wants to have a word with Mohamed Musa and others. Clear warning of, I'm watching you. So Edmilson Jr. with this corner kick. In it comes, it's a decent ball in as well. It's a free header, and Duhail leads. And it's Bassam Hisham who's got the goal. A simple header from a very tasty delivery on the corner. And there's absolutely nothing that the goalkeeper can do. Excellent header from the central defender. And Hernan Crespo's Duhail leads. Good delivery. He's got the strength to hold off the challenge. The goalkeeper is unbalanced. He can't react, he can't get himself across. And the header into the corner. And with their first real chance of the game, Duhail leads. Hisham's goal. Delights for Hernan Crespo. And he certainly had a busy 31 minutes or so, Bassam Hisham. And now he's on target. The deadlock broken. And now, how can Pakhtakor respond? Here's Ali. Alderweireld. Musa. Toby Alderweireld. Albrecht finding Edmilson Jr. Reflection benefited Pakhtakor. But they've given that away, and here's Ali. Edmilson Jr. again. Mr. arriving on the right-hand side. The pass isn't great, though, from Edmilson Jr. Allowed Safayev just to step in. Indeed, when his side the throw of Musa. Pakhtakor looking for a response, but they've given that away. Here comes the cross. It's not the best of balls in from Bureev. Velichinov. Tsegenboev. Velichinov again. Alderweireld. Long diagonal ball is a good one. On from Edmilson Jr. on towards Olunga. Edmilson Jr. again. They're asking questions again. That's a really important challenge from Velichinov. Watched the ball rather than watching the man and got the challenge right, but they're inviting pressure on again here. Playing in the triangles inside their own penalty area. Tsegenboev. Held forward and held up by Sarkic. Dragged down Alderweireld, and Sarkic wanting a long ball over the top, but it's not going to arrive. Velichinov able to bring it away now. At least force themselves to throw Pakhtakor as they look for a response here. So if things stay this way, you feel it will be curtains for them. Here's Safayev. Safayev looking for the cross. Hisham is able to step in and win the ball, and Musa will complete the job of his central defender and clear their lines up towards Alunga. Oh, how important was that touch from Azimov? Now Safayev into Sarkic. Excellently timed challenge from Hisham. He'll be very pleased with his opening 36 minutes of this game. It's just a bit sloppy, given away. And Pakhtakor feel they should have a free kick, and I think they've got a case there. The referee waves it away. Hisham. Pakhtakor are, of course, the most successful club playing their trade in Uzbekistan. 14 times champions. From the cup more than any other side as well. Picked that up 13 times. Indeed, Nevsky has already picked up his first piece of silverware. They picked up the Super Cup back in February. Alderweireld. See just the one shot on target into the back of the net. Here's Ali. And with the ball forward, Lunga make the run towards the near post. Pakhtakor able to bring it away. Nebayev. Safayev. And Rebekov. Azimov. And from Azimov once more. We're asking rather a lot of Nalichinov. Certainly has bombed on this right-hand side over the course of this first half. Sergen Boev to cut in. Just provide another option off the striker. They'll want more in the final third. Really crucial that they stay in this game as well. Pakhtakor 1-0, they're very much in it. I feel if Duhail get another one, and this one might just be all over. Safayev. Azimov. Sergen Boev. It's a decent ball. It's turned into better than a decent ball. Rashidov. Safayev. He's got two options in the middle. Rashidov. Safayev again. In comes the cross. It will be another corner. There's something of a half-hearted handball appeal to. Waved away by the referee. And again, just a reminder, there's no VAR in operation. Have a look again as the cross comes in. Well, it might strike an arm, but even so, you can't really give that. Only a couple of yards away as the cross comes in. It'd be very harsh. So it's just the corner. Alibayev to take. Stands it in, goalkeeper comes. Doesn't quite get there. It's an acrobatic effort. And in the end, it drops harmlessly wide. And here's the goal, the one goal we've had, the one shot on target we've had in this first half. Pretty much a free header for Bassam Hisham. No chance at all for Sionov in the Pakhtakor goal. Alderweireld forward now, on from Alunga. He was looking to use the one runner he had, and that was the defensive midfielder, Karim Budayev. Azimov. And again. Azimov, a little bit of pressure from Alunga. Credit to Pakhtakor, they're maintaining their patience. Safiev. Anabayev. And again. Linchinov. Can they get something going? Driving run from Sapikochiev. Looks to work it out to Rashidov on the far side. In comes the cross, deflected on the way through. Should be dealt with by Albrecht. Well, that's a poor ball from him. Simply presented to Turner, but he's given the ball away. He stepped in again, and, well, Alichinov has gone down in instalments inside the penalty area. And there's a predictable yellow card for simulation. Such a sloppy ball initially. Wasn't a great touch. And Sergen Boev, well, he's taken a good 3 or 4 yards, hasn't he, before he goes to the ground theatrically. VAR or not, it's a very easy decision for the referee to produce that yellow. That's the second yellow we've had, and it's the two fullbacks of Pakhtakor who've picked up those yellows. Anabayev. Sergen Boev will look to get there, and he's got Sarkic in the middle. In comes the cross! And that's just wide of the post, and that's a golden opportunity for a leveller. Onside, Sergen Boev. He had Oliver Sarkic in the middle. Excellent ball. Sarkic working so hard to get himself in at the far post. He's on the stretch, it's agonisingly wide. Off the outside of the post. And what a chance for Pakhtakor to get themselves a leveller before half-time. It's not to be. Absolutely agonising for Oliver Sarkic. But even so, it's proof that they can get in behind, and that might just give them a lift. Safiev. They've got lots of options forward in this attack. Sarkic wanting the ball through the middle, didn't go there. Set this space on the right flank here. That's where it's gone. Alichinov. It's a runner ahead of him. Send it back with Anabayev. Anabayev. And he's just asked too much of Safiev over on the left-hand side in the end. But what a chance. What a chance. It's a good ball. He's so close to turning that into the back of the net, is Oliver Sarkic. Linchinov again. Long ball from Safiev forward. There's a handball appeal. His whistle goes, it's a handball given the other way, and as you can see, 2 minutes added on. It's a clear handball, isn't it? Sergen Boev. Here's Wilson Jr. striding on, using Ali to help that across goal. It's away from Azimov, a vital intervention from him. Now Sarkic once more. He's making things difficult for the two central defenders to track him because he comes so deep. Does Sarkic. Meanwhile, here's Rashidov. Found Sarkic. Might open up here. Instead, it's worked out towards Turgan-Boev, but he wasn't expecting it. He's done well to win it back, though. Turgan-Boev needs something to hit. Alibayev is trying to thread that one through. In the end, Alderweireld able to smother things and clear his lines. Gonna flicked on up towards Alunga. He's battling well, is Alunga, and he's got away too. And he's got options with him. Alunga may not need them. He's got on his own. He's found the back of the net, and it's 2-0. Well, I mentioned his terrific domestic goal-scoring form. And he's on target in the Champions League as well. Well, then Crespo would have been proud of that one. It's 2-0, it's a goal in stoppage time. And how vital could that turn out to be? 3 or 4 minutes ago, Sarkic missed a great chance to make it 1-1. Now they find themselves 2 down. Well, it was some good battling and some good strength shown. The defenders, though, couldn't stay with him. Great pace, and the early shot caught Sionov out into the bottom corner. And Duhail have their second goal. Just wonder, you know, if there was a foul there. Little bit of a push. The referee let it go. And Alunga, grateful for him doing so. Steps away, races away, and fires the ball into the back of the net. 2-0, Duhail. And that was the last act of the first half. Michael Alunga slotting the ball underneath the goalkeeper to make it 2. That on the back of that Bassam Hisham header after 32 minutes to open the scoring for Duhail in between the 2 goals. That was that great opportunity for Oliver Sarkic to make it 1 apiece. But at half-time, it's Pakhtakor 0, Duhail 2. Hello again then everybody, and welcome back to the King Abdullah Stadium in Buraydah. If you are just joining us at half-time, Duhail of Qatar are leading Pakhtakor of Uzbekistan by 2-0. Goals coming from central defender Basham Hisham after 32 minutes, and Michael Alunga making it 2 with the last act of the first half. Looks like we're going to see changes made from the Uzbekistan outfit. It's an attacking change. Kushmat Ekinov is coming on. One of the two sitting midfield players will make way. So that's Ekinov on. And Hamrabekov, who's going to make way. It looks like the only change then we've seen at the start of this second half. And if you are just joining us, well, 2-0 might look one-sided, but Pakhtakor only missed a golden opportunity to level things up. Agonising for Oliver Sarkic on the stretch, and that's it. Second Boev cross. And just a couple of minutes later, it was 2-0. Terrific work from Michael Alunga. So we've seen it a few times over half-time. I think the referee could have pulled it back. He could have given a free kick, but he let it go. Alunga winning the battle, the test of strength, and racing through. And a terrific finish. So plenty to do then. Pakhtakor in this second half, if they are to maintain any hopes at all of progressing. Of course, the head-to-head rule comes into question in terms of qualification. It would be 6 points behind Duhail at the end of this game as things stand, and having lost twice to them, they wouldn't be able to go above them. Even if there was quite a remarkable turnaround in the last couple of games. And as I said before, we have to remember just one side through automatically. Second Boev. So really it's vital. Pakhtakor, they get back into this game. Driving run here. It's an excellent ball. It's a chance for 3, and it's a dream start to the second half for Duhail. A lovely finish, and Ali has made it 3. And Crespo will be delighted with that. Moez Ali on target, 3-0, and they are absolutely cruising now, Duhail. Good work again from Edmilson Jr. on the far side. 2 players go with him. They can't close him down. He attracts another man over, and that's such an accomplished finish. Goalkeeper down, but there's absolutely nothing that he can do. Moez Ali makes it 3-0. And with that, you feel it's all 3 points for Duhail. Really good finish. 25-year-old on target again. This goal came in the AFC Cup final back in March. On target in the Champions League for the first time. And that simply, you feel, leaves Pakhtakor out of the competition. Take a remarkable second half for them. How can they respond? I also feel there might just be more goals here for Duhail. Alderweireld. Hisham. Looks as though Hisham has moved to right back at the start of this second half, and Musa sitting in the heart of the defence alongside Alderweireld. It's a more familiar role for the 36-year-old defender. Another ball over the top, up towards Ali. Smashed away from Hadzia. Turgenboev giving it away. Now Edmilson Jr. looks to bend one. Well, he's not far away at all. Terrific hit from 25 yards. Driving forward. Oh, he's just a whisker away. Uses the defender as a bit of a screen to try and bend that into the corner, and he's so close to doing so. Now, Pakhtakor trying to fight their way back into the game. Is that a free kick? The referee says no. Hisham. And again. Toby Alderweireld. From Budev. Hisham. More space to work with. Tahay turns the ball inside on from Ali. Edmilson Jr. His touch let him down. Just trying to thread that one through, but asking a lot, trying to find Erkinum. Edmilson Jr. pulling all the strings, enjoying himself out there. Just a step away from Alijinov. He's got options in the middle, and he's been caught here. Turgenboev. Not too much in it, but free kick given. Well, they're certainly enjoying themselves, aren't they? Duhail fan base. Small pocket of them, but they're in good voice. They have been since a good half an hour or so before the game got underway. So Milson Jr. stands over the free kick. In it comes, it's just beyond Alderweireld, but not away yet. Second drive will look to try and bring it away. It's a good turn of pace. Sadegir Hodjiev. Space on the right-hand side. Alichinov. Good ball. Sarkic gets the shot away. It's not too far away. It's actually Rashidov who's got the shot away. 3 or 4 yards offside. Difficult for him on the turn. He's just stretching as he gets the shot away. 3 or 4 yards wide of the post is what I was trying to say, but here was that chance at the other end, just beyond the head of Toby Alderweireld. Other side, 3-0 up, changes are incoming. Duhail is one of the men who will be replaced. Luis Serrea will come on to replace him. And Moaz Ali is going to make way as well. And it's Ismail Mohammed will come on to replace him. Third change here as well, I think. Hisham, well, he was off the pitch following the collision inside the penalty. I think he's not going off. I think he's just making his way back on. So 3-0, chance to freshen things up. Of course, the game's come thick and fast. The way this competition is formatted at the moment. Games every 4 days. Sarkic with the throw. Hodjiev pushed it on towards Yakinov. Just trying to find a bit of space on the edge of the area. Rashidov is cross-charged down. Hisham temporarily able to clear his lines. Hadziev finding Azamov. Sarkic again is very, very deep as the ball comes over the top. The goalkeeper came, he didn't get there, and in the end, Safayev just couldn't judge it. Well, I hate to say it's a fullback's finish, but it's a fullback's finish. Goalkeeper was in no man's land. He just couldn't quite judge it right. Another chance for Alichinov, and now Sarkic deflected on the way through. The deflection though aids the goalkeeper. Just threatening to ask a couple of questions. Pakhtakor. Meanwhile, they've got some defending to do. Edmilson Jr. enjoying the free space. Can't quite find Ismail Mohammed. The game is very stretched as Alderweireld steps in to win that. It's a forward. Again, from Musa. Just about reached its intended target. lofted ball over the top, up towards Alunga, won't reach him. Hajia. Alibayev, Sarkic. Alibayev again. Hajiev. Sarkic. Must have swapped around with Rashidov. You can see why. It's the range of passing. It's an excellent ball from Sarkic. Safayev. Can you get beyond Musa? Well, no is the answer. And thought that had gone out of play. The referee's assistant has other ideas. In the end, it's a throw for Duhail. Here was that chance for Sarkic a minute or so ago, deflected into the grateful arms of the goalkeeper. And Oliver Sarkic's race looks to be run. Rashidov and Sarkic making way. So Murakmadov and Fazuliev, the two players who've come on. Fazuliev involved straight away, but Alderweireld able to tidy things up. And they'll win the throw down by the corner flag. The referee doesn't like that challenge, free kick given. They're desperate for a change of fortune here. Pakhtakor throwing players forward, trying to play in the opposite half of the pitch. Credit to Duhail, they really have taken the opportunities when they've come their way. Alunga. He wants it back. Instead, Luis has other ideas. Here's Edmilson Jr. Edmilson Jr. with a cross. It's just beyond Alunga. It's that handball. That's certainly the appeal. It's waved away by the referee. They're working up. With no interest at all in that appeal, the official. Alibayev. Linchinov did well initially. He's kept that in play too. Now he needs some help. He gets some from Fazuliev. The referee doesn't like that challenge. Free kick and perhaps an opportunity to send the big defenders forward and search for something from the set piece. Have a look again. Well, if the ball touches the foot and then up onto the arm, the referee can't give it. Can't give it. So the handball law is pretty complicated these days, it must be said, but it is quite clear that if the ball comes off another body part and then onto the arm, then the official can't really give it. So free kick. Feel they really need something here to mount some kind of comeback. In comes the cross, nodded away well. Safayev. Alibayev. Throw has gone Pakhtakor's way to the annoyance of Musa, but we'll have a break for changes to be made. Well, then Milton Jr. won't be on the score sheet today. He's going to make way. May not have a hat-trick today, but he's certainly been effective. Michael Olunga is going to get a rest as well. So Ali Hassan Afif will come on to replace Junior. And it's Abdurrahman Fahmi Mustafa who's on to replace Olunga. See, Hernan Crespo's thinking, take off two of the big hitters. The game at 3-0, take any risks at all. Mention games every 4 days. Mustafa fouled straight away. So Modibo with this free kick. He did pick up a yellow card a couple of minutes ago as well. You see Modibo. See plenty of fouls conceded by the Uzbek side. Very limited from Al Duhail, just the two. Ivanevski said before the first meeting of these two sides that he thought that Al Duhail on paper were the best side in the group. Certainly putting in a performance at the moment, and they're looking for more here. From Luis, given away. That will be a Pakhtakor throw. And that's a third goal. It really did seem to kill this game as a contest. Pakhtakor needing something very quickly. To spark this game into life. Long ball forward, only found Alderweireld, but he was sloppy in possession and gave it away. Now Alichinov striding forward from right back. There's a gap for him to drive into. Alichinov, he's found a good ball as well, trying to help that across goal. And in the end, Alderweireld is able to turn it away. Terrific, experienced central defender, Toby Alderweireld, still only 33. He's been around for an eternity, the former Tottenham Hotspur man. Minutes left to play. Very glum faces in the stands. These fans wearing the blue and yellow. Safiev. That will be a foul. He wants the ball quickly, does Yakinov. Didn't get it, it's gone the other way. Alibayev, Alichinov. Alibayev under pressure. And that's a little bit wild and thumped out of touch. Luis. Alderweireld. And again. Came so close to winning one Champions League, didn't he? Toby Alderweireld at Tottenham. We'd love to get his hands on this one. Duhail driving on, looking for more goals. Space to work with. Afif, in comes the cross. It's not the best of deliveries. Able to maintain possession now. Look to build again on from Madibo. Afif closed down. Alichinov towards Turkenboev. Three-quarters of the way into this contest. Safiev wanting it on the left-hand side and getting it. Helps the ball on quickly. Erkinov. Still Erkinov. Can he stand the cross up? No, he can't, is the answer. It's behind, off the body of Mohamed Musa. Duhail standing firm. In comes the corner. Goalkeeper thought about coming. And it's a chance, you know. Kaman Hadziev. What is he, 6 yards out? He's under pressure. And Luis isn't even looking at the ball. He's doing everything he can to put the Bulgarian off. And just about succeeded. Certainly the difference between the two sides is that Al Duhail have been clinical when the chances have come their way. Well, Murakhmadov has picked up a yellow card, his first contribution of the game. Have a look at this as he comes sliding in. Well, he can't fault his commitment, but it's not the cleverest of challenges. He's never really going to win the ball there. Challenge of frustration more than anything else. So they were terrific in the first meeting between these two sides. They had the opportunity to get themselves a 2-goal lead. Clear one-on-one with the goalkeeper, but it was put wide of the post. From that point, Duhail took the chances that came their way. Something of a similar story today as we see the goals. This is the second from Alunga, right on the stroke of half-time, the last kick of the ball in the first half, and then right at the start of the second. Good work from Edmilson Jr. and Amoez Ali on target to make it 3. Chiev from Alabayev. Now, it's not a bad ball, it's not a great touch. The goalkeeper came out, and it's another chance that's wide of the post. Murakhmadov. He never looked like he properly settled when the ball came his way. It's a good ball. That first touch isn't great. And there's the pressure applied by Musa. And then really the chance had gone. As I say, that is the big difference between the two sides. Al Duhail, when their chances have come, they've been absolutely clinical in taking them. It's offside this time against Ismail Mohammed. So inside the final 20 minutes of this one. Just later on this evening, we have the other Group D game. Again, on this ground. Hajia. Threading forward on the right-hand side. Lots of room to work with, but they've maintained possession. So as things stand, Duhail heading to the top of the table. Al-Tawan and Sebahan in action in the second game on this ground this evening. As Al-Tawan will look to try and keep pace with Duhail. Strong work here, and it's another clumsy challenge. And a yellow card has come out for Tsegenboev. They're certainly beginning to add up now. Another challenge of frustration. They aren't used to losing, Pakhtakor. Such a dominant outfit in Uzbekistan. It's definitely clumsy. And a few tempers becoming frayed. Nevsky urging a couple of his men to calm down a little. And Tsegenboev all friends again. Alderweireld. Hisham. Musa. Hisham once more. Stepping in well was Alichinov. Azimov left his pass short, they've given it away, and things might open up again for Duhail. Striding forward on the left-hand side, just to slow things down, using Luis. Luis caught in the challenge, free kick given. Game has become quite stop-start at the moment. Duhail removing any kind of sting that was left in the game from the contest. Certainly it's a good game management from Hernan Crespo's men. Do they fancy more goals? Just be more on offer for them. So free kick, Mohamed Musa standing over it. I suspect he's too far out to have a go, but you never know. He will strike, Musa. The goalkeeper pushes it out. And they'll knock it away. But they've given it away. Opening things up again. Chance for a cross on this right-hand side. The offside flag has gone up, though. Frustratingly, as far as Duhail are concerned. And Mustafa just offside. It's the old adage, if it should never be caught out when you're looking along the line. Just went too early, Mustafa. I suppose he's not been on the pitch too long, so maybe give him, and he's a bit cold. He's perhaps not thinking as clearly as he could be. Pakhtakor trying to threaten again, carve something out with Alibayev here. Alibayev with the ball in. It's a good header out. Lichinov settles for the throw. Alibayev again. Just trying to help it on, but Alderweireld has that covered every day of the week. Here's Lichinov. Second-Bayev. Now a crossing opportunity. There are four men inside the penalty area. In comes the cross, and it's come down to Safayev. His effort is well blocked. Good save by the goalkeeper. Pushing forward again here. Yakinov. Lichinov with the cross. It's out from Toby Alderweireld. Good spell of pressure though from the Uzbek champions. In comes the cross. That's off the crossbar, and that could easily have hit the goalkeeper, gone into the back of the net. As it is, Salah Zakaria's clean sheet is still in place. Good cross. It's an excellent cross. Murakhmedov is onside as the delivery comes in. Off the post and wide, and that might just sum up their luck. Corner nodded up rather than away. Lichinov. Still lots of options inside the penalty area. The cross is a very deep one. Kept alive in there. Now Hisham. Striding away. It's Ismail Mohammed. He wants to return. That's where it's gone. He won't quite get there. So Murakhmedov striking the frame of the goal. Second time they've hit the woodwork over the course of the evening. That will be another corner. Approaching the final 10. Such a good cross. The contact is decent. Off the bar. One more change coming. Sabir Kochayev will make way. Kolmatov on to replace him. In comes the cross. Bouncing around in there, it won't quite come down for the forward. It's eventually hacked away. Murakhmedov again was involved in that. Here's Lichinov crowded out on the edge of the penalty area. So for another throw over on the far side. From Hadzhiev. Safiev. Asmov. Lichinov. Still just trying to find an angle. Lichinov looks for another early ball. Goalkeeper out well, and he's claimed that very well. Good, decisive goalkeeping. A couple of scary moments for Salah Zakaria. Sakic's chance in the first half, certainly one of them. They were rattling off the crossbar as well. The other ball over the top towards Farouz Safiev, which caught Zakaria in no man's land. That clean sheet very much in place. Well, Musa has a problem. He's worked very hard, the 36-year-old fullback. Doesn't look to be any more than cramped. No need for the stretcher. Need help to his feet. So 8 minutes left to play, and Alan Crespo can start turning his attention to their next game. It is against Al Tawan here in 4 days' time. It's a huge game that is looking like. Well, Al Tawan, who won the first meeting between the two, 2-1, so if they are able to win later on this evening, they'll go back to the top of the table. Again, as I keep stating, it's just one side through. It's so close in this group. It certainly was prior to this game getting underway. Here's Alijano. Offside flag has gone up over on the far side. And it's time for another change. They've got most things right, I think, over the course of this game, the referee and his assistants. Well, Musa is unable to run off the cramp, or they just simply don't want to risk him. So he's going to make way. And Mohamed Ala Eldin on to replace him. It's the congratulations on the bench, the standing captain. And the Verod forward. From Azamoun, given away. Hisham. Not a great ball. Safayev is on it quickly. Safayev again. Kolmatov. Turn was Fazilier, but given away. There's Mustafa. Albrecht helping out. And again, quite happy to go back to Alderweireld. He looked to be caught there on the far side. Sultan Albrecht, the referee let it go. Looks like there's a few out there in blue and yellow looking for the whistle. But on we go, and that's an excellent challenge. Had to get that absolutely right. That's Midnov. He's the latest to come on. It's going to be a winger for a fullback. Desperate search for a goal. Under 5 minutes to play. Alijano certainly worked very hard on the right-hand side. Here's Erkinov. Eldil involved straight away. Excellent challenge from him. Quite happy not to worry too much about threatening for a fourth goal. So take the sting out of the game, and it's another free kick, another challenge on Hisham. But 3-0, more than enough for Hernan Crespo and his men. Just the timings of the goals in this game have been so important. That goal right at the end of the first half, and then another one right at the start of the second half. Really did knock the stuffing out of Pakhtakor. And it allows a pretty comfortable second half for Al Duhail. with Suyanov. And again with the goalkeeper. Ilmatov. Drop to Erkinov, and they've got options forward in this attack, and Erkinov might just go on his own here. He's still going. Alderweireld came across, and the goalkeeper able to make another save. Well, he seemed to take a while to get over Toby Alderweireld. In comes the cross from the corner, and once again it's good hands from Salah Zakaria. Here was that chance, driving forward, he was looking up, he was looking for an option to cross to. Was Erkinov, never really felt there was one there for him, so took it on his own. Again, it's a pretty comfortable save from the keeper. So into the last 2 minutes of the 90. And whatever happens in the result later on, the Al-Tawun game against Sebahan, it is looking like a crucial game between Al Duhail and Al-Tawun later on in the week, in 4 days' time. Al-Tawun were to drop points later on, then it might just be the game to see Al Duhail into the knockout stages of the competition. But that's to come. Another game this evening yet. Disappointment for Ranevski, and his side of pressing on. It's towards Magdov. He's got around the goalkeeper. He'll find an angle for a cross. Erkinov. And again, trying to help it on. Looking for a free kick, which isn't going to arrive, and maybe there's another break on here. Well, there won't be, because that's a terrific challenge, just to deny the breakaway. Alibayev, another free kick given, a yellow card going the way of Alibayev as we move into 4 minutes of time added on. So another frustrated challenge. In fact, see a second yellow for Alibayev. But the referee has produced the red card. And they are down to 10 men. Well, that really does put some salt in the wound. And they'll try and get a shot away here from fully 25 yards. It is wide of the post from Turgenboev. Just wonder if the second yellow was for something he said. Well, the referee produced the red card. There's the confusion. There is the confusion. Alibayev saying he hadn't been booked previously, and that was my thought. Meanwhile, there's a chance at the other end. Goalkeeper has pushed it out, diving in strongly. That might well be a second yellow card. Indeed, it will be. And now they are down to 10 men. And confusion, but Murakmedov was booked in the 69th minute. He has been shown a second yellow. And they are down to 10. So Alibayev was not dismissed, but Murakhmedov is. There was the chance, diving in on the goalkeeper. He's got to go in. You understand him going in, but he's gone in two-footed. And the referee feels he's out of control, and there's a bit of a follow-through on the goalkeeper as well. So out comes the second yellow card. Well, the first challenge was clumsy. And things go from bad to worse. So we've sorted the confusion out. Alibayev just picked up a yellow. He wasn't booked earlier on in the game. The referee thought he was. And here he is. He's allowed that to run beyond him. And they'll clear their lines thanks to Toby Alderweireld. Well, Alderweireld. Here is Turgenbayev. I think that might well have been where the referee's confusion came from, because Turgenbayev was booked earlier on in the game. I wonder whether the referee was getting his 6 and his 8 confused. So last few seconds then, of time added on. What has turned into a very forgettable day for Pakhtakor. Excellent day for Duhail. Certainly got momentum building. And the referee has seen enough. His whistle goes. It is all 3 points for Duhail, who took the lead after 32 minutes. Bassam Hisham nodding home from an Edmilson Junior corner. Just before half-time, they got themselves a second goal as Alunga strode through from the halfway line to slide the ball underneath Siyanov. And right at the start of the second half, Amoiz Ali made it 3 and really killed the game as a contest. There was that late red card as well for Murakhmedov for 2 bookable offences. In between that, he'd struck the crossbar. Oliver Sarkic had hit the post too for Pakhtakor. But in the end, Duhail have too much for them. The final score, Pakhtakor 0, Duhail 3. Thank you very much for joining us. We will see you next time.